22nd September 2022, Thursday. The Bible portion is 1 Chronicles 4 verse 10. God granted him that which he requested. This was the prayer of Jabez, and here we have a pattern or way in which man can boldly call upon God. Jabez means sorrowful, and as mentioned in verse 9, his birth was with sorrow. This is the situation in which man always calls out to God. We see in the Bible the children of Israel called or cried out to God in their distress. Psalm 107 verse 6 says, "Then they cried unto the Lord in their trouble, and he delivered them out of their distresses." When everything is good, we are proud and stubborn. But in the time of sorrow, man becomes humble. Jabez also cried to God in the midst of sorrow and prayed for God's blessing, enlargement of his coast, God's hand to be with him and be kept from evil. And it is written, God granted him his request. These were four unique things to ask God. What Jabez asked, his request pleased the Lord. He was seeking God's blessing. He wanted God to decide what blessing to give. Mostly we are looking for earthly and perishable things as blessings, like Jacob in Genesis 28:20. He said, "If God will give me bread to eat and raiment to put on," that's why, though God had showed him such a wonderful vision, he was lost in earthly gain for more than 20 years. It was only the grace of God by which Jacob was restored to be called Israel. Thus, like Jabez, our prayer should be God-centered, meaning God's will and desire may be fulfilled. He desired God's blessing, God's enlargement, and protection from evil by God. Jabez wanted God's hand with him, which means in whatever he does, God's hand must be there. We must always seek Lord Jesus and his will in our life. If we are doing something in which Lord is not there, all we do will be a waste. When we seek to be in God's plan, God is willing to grant us all our requests. May the Lord help us to do so.